Hello, and welcome to Dr. Manzo's Wellness Tip, day number 4. In day 3, we talked about the self-healing aspect of the body. And what we do in day 4 is we take it one little step further. Do you remember in day 1 that we talked about subluxation? We know that a subluxation is where we have a misalignment in the spine that creates an interference in our nervous system, which will decrease the quality of our health. Today I want to talk about where subluxations normally begin. If you remember in our doctor's report CD, we talked about the birthing process and how that a normal cervical spine of a baby, an infant, being born usually is around 60 pounds per square inch. Typical medical hospitals do about 90 pounds per square inch, which creates a lot of trauma and injury into the neck. This is the beginning of all our subluxations. This is where it all begins. If you look at children nowadays, you see that they mostly have straight necks. Their book bags are heavier and all these other things play an effect, but we notice that their necks are a lot straighter. And what happens in the neck is we have our immune system there. And in future days to come, we'll talk about the effect of the immune system with chiropractic. But what we want to let you know is that this is where it all begins. This is where it all stems from. Our first subluxation is when we're born. And this manifests over a long period of time. As we go through and we talk about more about subluxations, we look at different components. Now, I don't want to take away from day 11 or 12 when we're talking about what creates subluxations, but I'm going to talk about one component, and that's the mental emotional. Our psychological aspect of our body creates over 80% of all our subluxations. Most of our issues are conditioned within our mind. You see, I write daily quotes and I have my own blog, and when I talk about these, I usually talk about some of these things, is that how we perceive the world is what creates our stress. This is one of the reasons why in the office we do personality tests, because it allows us to let us know what is normally commonly found, typical stresses within your life that we find with your personality type. And from there we can understand your lifestyle a little bit, and then from there we also know how to communicate better to you so that we decrease the level of stress also right off the bat. So in day 4, what we're talking about is the healing and subluxation and how it has an interference and where it all comes from, and the detrimental effects of subluxation. Because like I stated a couple days ago, subluxation is a silent killer. The weight of a dime can reduce the impulse and communication in your in one nerve up to 60%. I'll rephrase that again. The weight of a dime. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and take a dime and weigh it on your finger and see how light it is. The weight of a dime. That amount of pressure put on your nervous system, or one particular nerve in general, decreases the function of the nerve by 60%. Imagine that. If you have a decrease of function in one area of your nervous system by 60%, how does the rest of your nervous system look like? What does it all look like to you? So, I hope you enjoyed day 4. We're looking to see you in the office. Thank you. We are honored to serve you and happy to have you as a family member. God bless and take care.